guys, welcome to the Curly Reader. My name's Amanda, and today I want to give you a little bit of a tour of my Christmas bookshelf. Alright, so this is not going to look quite like my other bookshelf tours. It's fine. I have a bunch of stuff in front of my bookshelf right now, and so it just makes filming a little bit tricky. But I still wanted to show you all of the books that I currently own that I have on my Christmas shelf. So I have a little section of my shelf that is just Christmas books. I don't have that many of them. I'm going to start trying to collect a few more of them, but right now they're just all middle grade. I have middle grade, nonfiction, YA, adult. I have a picture book here. So yeah, let's just get into this. It'll be fun. So the first books that I want to share with you are the trilogy, the Boy Called Christmas trilogy. So the first one is A Boy Called Christmas. The second one is The Girl Who Saved Christmas. And the third one is Father Christmas and Me. These are all by Matt Haig. I read A Boy Called Christmas and The Girl Who Saved Christmas last year. This year I'm reading Father Christmas and Me, and this is just a Father Christmas origin story. They just made the first book into a movie on Netflix. I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie. It's fine. But yeah, loved these books. I read out loud. Actually, I read 2 years ago. I read the first two because last year I read A Boy Called Christmas out loud with my kids as well. So anyway, those are the first three. All right, and then staying on the middle grade train, the next book I want to talk about is one that was very, very kindly sent to me by a subscriber last year, and that is A Horse Diaries book. This is Jingle Bells. This is the Christmas special edition book. It is a historical fiction book about a horse. It's set in 1915 in Wisconsin and has to do with a Clydesdale. And yeah, I'm excited. I might read this year too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I would really like to do that. I might actually read this with my second grader. I think that would be a lot of fun. But this is another middle grade book that I have on my Christmas shelf. All right, and then I do have one YA book. This is actually a short story collection, and that is My True Love Gave to Me. This is edited by Stephanie Perkins. It has a bunch of different YA short stories in here. I picked this up at a library book sale. I have not read it yet. I'm very interested in it, though. It has a lot of great writers in here: Holly Black, Allie Carter, Matt De La Pena, Gail Foreman, Jenny Han, David Levithan. Oh my goodness, Levithan. So yeah, it just sounded really cute, but I have not read it yet, so there's that. And then some adult books that I have on my Christmas shelf. I have two books by Richard Paul Evans. Last year I read the Noel Letters and loved it so much that I bought it. And then I found at like a thrift store or a library book sale or something, I found the locket, which I actually don't even know if this is Christmas or not. I should probably look that up. But it was the same size as this one, so I wanted to keep it by this one, and this one is definitely Christmas. These are adult books. This one has to do with a woman whose father passes away, and he leaves her his bookstore, and she doesn't really want it, but then she starts getting letters from this mysterious person, and it's just about that. But this one has to do with a guy who goes to volunteer like in a nursing home and starts getting to know one of the women there, and then she gives him a locket, I think, and I'm not quite sure exactly what this one's about either. So anyway, those two are also on my Christmas shelf. And then I have Skipping Christmas by John Grisham. I read this last year and loved it. I love Christmas with the Cranks is the movie that is based off of this book. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Like, they did a stellar job. I mean, this is a super short book. They pretty much, apparently the dust jacket's on upside down. Whoops. But they did such a good job with the movie and keeping it true to the book. It is like pretty much the exact same thing. I felt like I was just reading a transcript of the movie when I was reading it. But I love Christmas with the Cranks. It's all about this couple whose daughter goes on a humanitarian mission over Christmas time. So they decide they're going to skip Christmas, and then they find out she's coming home early, and she's all excited to have Christmas at home. And so then they have to like really, really quick get everything together. It's a trip. It is so much fun. And then I picked up this year, I bought A Cross Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh because I was seeing it everywhere and everybody loved it, and I am so excited to read it. This is a romance, a Christmas romance, and it takes place, it's about a girl who is like going from LA to the Midwest, and she has to like hitch a ride with somebody. It sounds very reminiscent of not Jingle All the Way. What's the other one? I'll Be Home for Christmas, with Jonathan Taylor Thomas in it. But yeah, I don't know. That's the vibes I was getting from it, but I have no idea if that's actually true or not. But it just sounded really cute, so I grabbed that one also. And then one that I bought last year from Book Outlet that I'm still excited to get to, but haven't gotten to yet, is Christmas, a Biography by Judith Flanders. This is a nonfiction book about Christmas, and just like its history and how things came to be and how we got the traditions that we did, and all of like it goes. It says, Christmas has always been a magical time, or has it? 30 years after the first recorded Christmas, one archbishop was already complaining that his flock was spending the day not in worship, but in dancing and feasting to excess. That doesn't sound familiar at all. By 1616, the playwright Ben Jonson was nostalgically remembering the Christmases of the old days, certain that they had been better then. So, like, it just talks about the history behind Christmas, and I just think that that is so fascinating. So very much looking forward to eventually getting to that. Who knows when. And then I have a copy of The Christmas Carol. This is my Puffin Classics edition of The Christmas Carol. I did read this last year, and I really enjoyed it. And then I watched the Disney animated Christmas Carol where the Jim Carrey did like the voices and the faces and stuff, and it was very true to the book. Like, I will say, it like freaked me out in some parts. So if you're looking for a very like authentic Christmas Carol movie adaptation, check that one out. But can't have Christmas without Christmas Carol. And then my lone picture book is another classic, and that is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is our family copy that we keep, that we read every year, and I bought this when my oldest daughter was her first Christmas. I bought it then, and I just loved the pictures in this one, and so this is our, like I said, our family copy that we read out of every year, and so this is just on my Christmas shelf as well. I also keep baskets of Christmas books that are mostly kids and picture books that we bring out just at Christmas time that we keep laying around, so I'm not going to include all of those in this. These are just the ones that I keep on my actual bookshelf year round. Everything else goes in storage and then comes out at Christmas time, but we have a plethora of Christmas books, let me tell you, especially from when my older kids were young. I kind of went ham and bought a lot. So anyway, those are all the Christmas books that I own. I do listen to a lot of Christmas audiobooks as well, typically in the month of December. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, if you have any of these, if any of these piqued your interest. Let me know what are some of your favorite Christmas books that you own that you would recommend, because yeah, I'm always looking for new ones. And that's gonna do it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you stick around and subscribe, and until next time, see ya.